This has been a really fun thing all week. Our Meet Your Mayor series continues this morning with a city that's rapidly growing on the east side. Issaquah Mayor Mary Lou Pauly joins me now. Welcome.
Thank you, Margaret.
So what made you want to be the Issaquah Mayor?
I moved to Issaquah in 1993, so I'm a 25-year resident, and I started...
You and I both.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
I started volunteering there back then, a lot of different civic organizations, and it kind of seemed to be a logical progression. I ran for council about 5 years ago, and then the mayor's job was really enticing to me.
Right. So when you first got involved in it, what were some of the issues you wanted to tackle at the beginning as a council person?
When I first got on council, it's kind of been those two big elephants in the room that have been there for quite a while. It was the pace of growth, the amount of growth, and what it's doing to traffic and congestion.
Yes.
I mean, we've been talking about traffic issues in Issaquah since the 1960s, but we're kind of at a point right now where congestion is all we talk about most of the time. So we have a lot of work to do to deal with how regional traffic passes through our town and how we build out our town as well.
So what are you doing with that? What's top of mind now?
It's really interesting. One of the biggest projects that could benefit Issaquah is the completion of the highway network in southeast King County.
Yeah.
So these are pieces of highway that aren't even adjacent to Issaquah, but would help traffic that today passes through Issaquah have a way to get to work on a highway. So finishing off Highway 18 between Highway 18 and 90 and down to Issaquah Hobart Road, and also finishing off Highway 169. A significant portion, up to 75% of the portion of traffic coming up Issaquah Hobart Road in the morning is folks coming from southeast King County to access 90 to get to work.
Right.
And so we need to provide them options that work.
Another way to do that.
We need to finish that highway network out there.
So, and it must be a little bit aggravating as a mayor because these things are so interdependent. There's continuity and all of these other things going on that we don't always understand as residents. We just want traffic to be better.
Right. All I hear is make the cars go away.
Yeah.
That
Hard to do.
That would be the big success. But you're right, it's complicated and we control some of it, but we're also at the mercy of other forces. And so I work really hard with cities outside of Issaquah to lobby for projects that I know will benefit their communities enormously, but we're going to see a benefit as well.
Absolutely. So if somebody hasn't been out to Issaquah, what would you tell them we could come and do?
Oh, that's a great question. I love hosting visitors, especially from my family or friends that travel from the east to come and see it. I start off with the outdoor stuff. That's my favorite piece. We are only 15 miles from Seattle, but we are the gateway to some of the greatest hiking I think you can find on the West Coast. So the Issaquah Alps in Issaquah have trails that are suitable for families with small children and for the really adventurous who really want to work up a sweat and get to the top of the hill and get that amazing view reward.
Got the trail. We've got all kinds of things going on over there. Do you think there are misconceptions about Issaquah?
That's a great question.
Like maybe people who haven't been over in a long time and kind of think nothing's happening over there?
What I hear when I travel around is that most folks in the Seattle area are aware that Issaquah was a small town that was here for a long time. I think what would surprise them is that it's also turning into a city, that it's a place where with corporate headquarters like Costco, with a large hospital, Swedish hospital is there, and two new urban villages, Tallis and Highlands, with a significant amount of shopping. And I think
Highlands is the bomb. That is so good.
Highlands is awesome. Thank you. I think it's awesome too.
And there's Gilman Village, which is always wonderful no matter what happens. So what do you see in the city's future? What's kind of your long-term vision?
We are really excited that we ended up having a station, a light rail station, show up in the Sound Transit 3 package. We think Issaquah is going to be an amazing place to raise families and enjoy the outdoors for decades to come. But this is a real strong asset for us. And probably how Issaquah will change in the next decade or two is you'll see a lot more growth around I-90 on the north and south side of it, more in the retail areas of town, so that when light rail is here, we've got the people living here, we have the jobs, and so we're really seeing most of our changes will be focused around the I-90 corridor in the next couple of decades.
That makes sense. Are the reindeer still at the Cougar Mountain Zoo?
Thank you for asking.
I don't have a small child anymore, so I don't know.
I
Is it
went
still
last
there?
year without children. Yes, we were so fortunate on Cougar Mountain to have the Cougar Mountain Zoo and their annual Reindeer Holiday Festival, December 1st through 23rd. I don't even think you need to have children.
Okay.
I think it's
I
really
might
fun to
borrow
go
one
as
from
an
somebody else
Yes,
just in
that
case.
Would be a great idea.
Yes, went there a lot. Okay, lightning round of get to know you questions. What is something you could eat for a week straight?
Wow. That's interesting. I kind of eat everything, so a week straight, okay, this is such a 5-year-old answer, I would eat cereal.
Cereal.
Yes,
That's not a bad
my
answer.
go-to when I really need to get a little bit of energy.
It's
Cereal.
pretty quick. Do you make your bed every day?
Yes.
You do. I think you're the only one of the mayors who's a bed maker, so there you go. Your latest Halloween costume?
Oh, my latest Halloween costume.
Wasn't this year, I take it.
I dressed as a punk rocker last year. We did not go to a Halloween party this year.
Love it, though. That's great. Cats or dogs?
Used to have a dog.
Used to have a dog, not now?
No.
We need a dog for you.
Thank you.
3 people, historical or current, that you would like to have at a dinner party. You don't have to do 3. You can do 1 or 2 if you prefer.
Wow. So this is fun. My family moved here from Canada, so we've had our citizenship for about a decade. I would love to have the 3 former presidents come to dinner and explain to me how they see the country from their point of view. So that would be Clinton and Bush and Obama. That I'm kind of a political junkie, and this is my adopted homeland, and I think we would have a fabulous conversation.
Yes, especially if we made them tell the absolute truth.
Yes.
Have you ever worn socks with sandals?
No.
Okay.
No.
Do you have a go-to dance move?
Oh, man.
I won't make you do it.
Okay, I'm going to say no.
No.
I don't think I do.
I don't either, except for maybe the Elaine. Thank you so much. We'll be right back.
Thank you, Margaret.
That was fun.
lovely. I love it.